Hey navigators, I've been dressing up lately. Welcome to another episode. Just finished a meeting with the angel friend that's finalizing my registry, so it's done and she's sending me the link now, and I just feel so grateful because that is the help that I needed in the name of Jesus. So I am just so grateful. So grateful. So grateful. Honestly, did not think the baby registry would take so long or be so complex. But our friends and family have already started purchasing, so I just have to be grateful and take everything in stride. In terms of even just the act of gratitude at the end of the day is something that I've really been embracing as this pregnancy progresses. It just feels like a mind game more than anything else. I have to be pacing myself. The productivity masterclass was just a few days away, and I just really had to make sure that I was not overdoing it physically, and not pushing myself over my energetic limit. And so, on this particular day, it went really well. It approached 5 p.m. and I had to just tell myself, okay, time to start. Here is some inspo for the nursery. And then me working it all the way out. Honestly, working out has been so important for my mental health. I just cannot describe to you how important it's been for me to feel good throughout, and I'm just really grateful for the gift of movement. I am thinking that there is something biological, like programmed in us at the primitive level, especially on the part of men. I don't know if it's just Jamaican men, I just don't know, but they love pregnant women. I'm telling you, like, it's been, I don't even know how I'm gonna go back to civilian life, because I'm loving it. It's just everywhere you go, you just like, the men are always trying to look out for you and always trying to just be extra nice, and it's like you're just this, delicate damsel, and I'm just over here like, oh, I like this. I'm getting used to this. Like, I don't know. One thing I learned being pregnant, I have great energy in the morning, but by the afternoon, I'm done. Since I was wearing red lipstick, I was like, okay, let me just record. It doesn't matter what I'm wearing, because I was gonna remove the background and kind of make it just be a sort of shot where you just see like my chin and above. But then I didn't end up actually using this video. I should have just gone to bed. When you see dark outside the window, you know, okay? Some days I just do better than others. But I'll have you know, I've actually cut down my entire work schedule to just 3 days a week. Of course, before we know it, it's the next day, and I just have to do my meditation. Again, another anchor. And so clearly didn't do this one first thing in the morning because, I showered first, etc. But as long as it gets done, then that's really all that counts. And this has been an incredible anchor for me with all the changes and just not feeling physically like myself all the time, and all the preparation, and I just have to anchor my mind. It could be a lot mentally, and this is my last pregnancy. I really do want to just enjoy it and be in gratitude and allow it to flow, because what I have learned, I'm 40 years old. I'm not a 26-year-old mom anymore, and I've just learned like everything is going to end up working out anyway. So why not just enjoy the process? I have enough faith in God. He has shown up and proven himself over and over and over again. I don't question God. And so we were trying for one baby, and we got 2 babies, and that was God's will, and he shows up and makes what's going on whatever needs to happen. International students. It's also been quite a lot going on with international students and universities. Okay, so it's been a lot going on at AIM. Actually having an info session on Thursday. I'll drop the link in the description. It's a time of parents are feeling uncertain, and we're talking to different colleges. I think it's going to be fine, but parents are antsy. So I'm having a debrief. I'm going to share all the ins and outs of what's actually happening, some insider information, and just, empower parents to make decisions based on real information and not like fear and speculation. So looking forward to that. In terms of our advice for students considering Harvard, tomorrow is May the 1st. That's your deadline to like choose a US school. I mean, the truth is that if you have an offer to Harvard, you also likely have really strong offers at other amazing universities that are not currently embroiled in this way. Certainly, Harvard is in the hottest seat right now when it comes to international student and visa uncertainty. So, I hate to say it, but we had a student where we just had to advise her to go with the other really compelling option. She was deciding between Harvard and another really, really great school. And she chose the other really, really great school because at this point, that was just, that was a tipping point. So, and then it was back in the gym. You guys, I think part of me just knew that this was going to be coming to an end, my exercise allowance, and I'm really happy that I actually milked it for all it was worth because as I said, this is the thing that just makes me feel like me. It's faster than a Thursday. No day in the week come faster than a supermarket day. So true. We just cleaned out the fridge, got rid of expired things and things. We don't have our menu for the week. I'm gonna do that now. I want something that uses tomato pesto because we have too much tomato pesto. I scoured the pantry and tried to come up with things that use what we have available, so it cuts the supermarket bill and cuts wastage. I wonder if tomato pesto can use in lasagna. Joshua loved it. Joshua, says it alone, he eat the whole weekend. And of course, we always have to debrief on what the kids really love. Then, my friends, I got cute and got to my desk. Even though my hair was a hot mess, I just put on my favorite Jamaica cap, fix up my face, and your girl got to work. What I realized is I have to take strong advantage of my morning energy because my evening energy is just not it, okay? Literally putting into practice the fact that you cannot control. You can only respond and find something that's working for you. Just accept, so I just accept the ups and downs and the ebbs and flows of my energy and of my capacity. And it is what it is. We are here. So we just have to work with it. It's been lots of ups and downs. Every day is not created equal. I'll have the most phenomenal day with the best energy, followed by the most pop down day with the worst energy. And at the end of the day, I just have to surrender it all, anchor in my exercise and meditation, fix up myself, to keep my energy up. I just need to look good. And I've now also started just asking for more help. Class of 2025 Aimers, you did that thing. You ate it all up. Today, we don't just celebrate a decision, we celebrate your discipline. Lots of recordings and things going on for work. So this was me congratulating our epic class of 2025 for the great job they've done. It was college signing day, and that's where everybody confirms where they're going to university if it's a U.S. university. Here we go again. This just means a new day, new opportunity for me to move this body and this booty. I was wondering, it was a competition between my stomach and my bottom for a while. The expansion is real. But I'm really proud of myself this pregnancy because I am not hung up on my weight gain. I don't even look at the scale when I go to the doctor. I'm if there's a problem, the doctor will tell me about it. I just want to keep myself moving and eating as best as possible, and I'm not worrying about really anything, and I've felt great. So that's been amazing. I've also been soaking up time with my babies, which has been great. And then finally, my friends, it was time for the Productivity Masterclass. If you are a real navigator, you have been on this journey with me. You have seen me doing the work behind the scenes. You have seen the recordings. You have seen the whole thing, but couldn't have even begun to get it done without such an epic team. And it was really extraordinary. This is Jeffrey and I in the parent session. That was really a great opportunity to have some very frank conversations with parents. The only complaint out of the parent session is that the parents did not think it was long enough. I agree. It was 2 hours. We went over time. It's just a lot to say and to talk about when it comes to parenting teens in this modern era. And it just really made me so aware that, like, as parents, we need this support. We had parents from all over the US, Canada, UK. We had parents from all over the Caribbean online with us. We were in Kingston. We had parents from all over the country who joined in online, and then we had a bunch of parents who were with us in real life, and I really valued the conversation that we had.
What is? Because first of all, right, okay, I got a time block, so I can't. I said, what? Okay, maybe I just have not made myself clear. Because again, you are making assumptions that, of course, you see how I live my life. You see how I set my standards. You hear me talking to other people, pick me. Who you rock with? Somebody did not get dark. And just say, look here, no. You know, say, live life. I'm a son. Yeah, you're just living. But if you have a responsibility, I'm here doing my part. Where is your part? This is not your part.
Back, drop my bag and just run down and put on my jeans. So the reaching out, my mother said, I sweat and thing, I'm going on the drum. She said, what's going on? What's happening? And I said, it's jeans there. She said, yeah, and then what happened? Yeah, I'm coming for my jeans. And she said, young man. She pulled out a top drawer and she had a little purse and she took out 50 cents at the time. And she said, buy a socks up over Miss Barrett and go on back to school. So I said, yeah, thanks. And I put on the jeans. And she said, no. But you have left the jeans. I'm going to cry and look at the baby like what I want. Me, the writer, so see the jeans there. And I was going, well, guess what? I was 10. Remember now, go back to school, you know, I can't keep on. So what did I learn? Like, it's not that serious, man. So, and when I think about, no, do not cry and go on. And as the watching lady, my brother and sister will tell you, say, they will testify that maybe my favorite, maybe. But when we have ball and we do my head like a Joshua do and all of that, it never worked. She never budged. Because it was not about satisfying my discomfort at the time. It was about, the lesson. So sometimes I just tell them, listen, the lesson is more important and the discomfort is what will make you learn. But the middle jeans will remember. Yeah. So I rest my case.
We're trying to learn how to focus. We're going to model the behavior. Discipline people. What would they have done differently? So instead of I want to be successful, I am a highly successful person. You speak in the present about who you want to become. Whatever that person is, who is necessary for the things you say you want. Tell yourself you're that person.
Honestly, you guys, this felt absolutely incredible. Like, I can't even describe what it was. It was everything, and I can't wait for us to continue and deepen this kind of work with teens because our young people really, really need it. The feedback was epic. The parents, we had a sleep session led by my sister. The parents said like the kids are like going to bed now without any prompting, telling them about sleep, and using their workbooks to plan their study sessions and their focus sessions. I cannot explain how full my heart is. I just can't. So now the work really continues in the group-based year-long program to really, make sure that all of this becomes practice for kids and give them that accountability and structure that we all need. as well as the one-on-one programs. I will also give you the link in the description if you have teens that this sounds like something you would want for them. And the best part was hearing their feedback.
How to manage stress, how to be more productive, how the brain works. I thought that today was very fun and enjoyable. And normally with the things that class would have been boring, but it's actually fun. Everybody was participating. They brought you out of your circle. It's a good opportunity to socialize with others, and I love how they gave out rewards for participation to make everybody active in the class, and it was very nice.
Of course, we're gonna give out Amazon gift certificates, etc.
We're focusing on resilience and how that helps us in our studies.
So what did you guys do?
Well, he taught us about 4 P's. So you have permanence, which means no situation is truly permanent, and it's not, and you can change your outcome. The people, referring to the people who you surround yourself with, your company. Then you would have, depending on your perspective, changing your perspective on a situation can change the outcome and the way how you approach it.
Your girl was there in the audience. I got her a work shirt because she's been there so many times. I thought she'd be working, but you know what? All good. And then it was straight to Montego Bay for Jill's
We are
run.
here at the Jill Run. That's what I call it. Jill Run, the Jill Stewart Mobility Run. And of course, I did not run. I thought I was going to walk, but then Jeffrey said the crowd was too much. And I agree, it was. And also, I have pelvic pain. Who am I kidding? Pelvic pain is real. So I didn't run, and it was okay. I'm sitting down in front of a fan bike, and I'm very comfortable. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. And so now I'm seated in a couch, living my best life, and I am going to just live my best life here. We're in a little tent with couches, and that's what's happening. So
Jeffrey taking pictures, me taking video while seated, you know.
We need a representative. All of Jamaica. I bet he's him win again. We win every marathon. Okay, so here we are.
We will split the award. Where is Red Park?
Now that the productivity masterclass
Red
is over,
Park.
I have to get back into my
Calling one.
vlogger mode.
Calling twice. Calling once.
So here I am.
Okay,
Jeffrey's getting ready to work.
Run. 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 He's running.
Always just happy to just spend time with him. I don't even care what we're doing. My friend Jill was the ultimate warrior. Really got me into my first half marathon ever. And it was awesome to be celebrating her and seeing so many people turn out to raise funds for education. She was an educator. She was just an incredible woman. Taught me meditation too. And this picture, this painting of her was, you know, it was a moment. That's her brother, Adam, her husband, and then her dad, Raymond. So Raymond Senior, Raymond Jr., the mayor of Montego Bay. It was a moment.
I don't get speechless often, but I am completely speechless for the love and the support my wife represented. She loved education. She was an educator. Brother Raymond Jr., they came in from the Bahamas. I just want to thank the Prime Minister for being here today, Mayor, for yourself, and everybody. If you don't know Janet Silvera, you must know Janet Silvera. Please give Janet Silvera and all the organizers a round of applause.
You guys having just come from my own event, I know what it takes, and this just was on a different scale, on a different level, triple the size it was the year before, and I'm just so thrilled. We will never, ever, ever not be missing you, Jill. Never. But your legacy is so strong, and you've just been bringing people together when you are alive. In your memory now, it's incredible. What a strong spirit. Miss you. Wish you were here guiding me through this pregnancy with your steadiness. And people ask this a lot. Yes, I absolutely still so much enjoy watching Jeffrey on stage. I can't be sharing too much of the music because I don't want the copyright to grab me. What a vibe. Bittersweet, but all a vibe. Navigators, if you're new here, you don't know, but if you're over on Instagram, you know I can't dance. Jeffrey put in that work. People had a great time. Jill would have been so happy. I can just hear her thanking him. She was just so sweet, and she would have been so pleased, and I know she's, happy with how Adam is just carrying on her legacy, and we're proud of the strength that he has really displayed. Really proud of him. We are forever Jilly. Just look at this crowd. It was really something to see and be a part of. At the end of the day, none of us knows how long we have here, but the hope is to leave a legacy.
I'm done.